say I'm changing the
Changing the world?
I'm changing the judiciary system and creating movement for social justice. That's
Okay.
what you're doing.
Okay. What should I do?
I'm already filming.
You're already filming.
What is something that you have learned in 2020?
I have learned to let go more than I could ever have imagined. I've started to build my true personality, or not build, but let's say to uncover my true personality more than ever before. And I've learned to trust that everything will fall into place as it's meant to be.
What are the 3 most important things in life for you?
So you are remembering the questions. The 3 most important things in life. I see why you didn't want to tell me this first. I would have to put my number 1, because this is what I've decided lately during the coronavirus pandemic and after quitting my job actually, is to try and have a lot of fun, enjoy it, and make the most of the time I have. So if I'm not enjoying something enough, then I think it's about moving on and finding something else, and just always seeking to basically make the most of the activity that I'm doing at the time. The second thing, the 3 most important things in life, is that what you said? Okay, the second thing I think is, I think this is particularly important to me right now because I'm moving around a lot more, so I'm planning to spend my time in different locations, is to create and maintain good relationships with the people I know, including my family, which is not always the easiest to do. And I think it's important for anyone to do that, obviously, but particularly in a time when we move a lot and other people therefore move a lot, making sure you put the time in and carve it out to maintain the relationships that matter, allow you to be grounded whilst potentially being able to explore the other things you may want to do in life. So I think it's worth prioritizing that. And the third, I think, once you've managed to, knock out the key things in life, which is fun and relationships, is I think trying as much as you can to look after yourself most of the time, giving yourself the headspace and the time to look after your body as well. And again, that goes with fun. So if you can make it fun, then you'll do it anyway. Just planning it in. If you're the kind of person who's so spontaneous, you might end up forgetting it.
Well, because I have gained the wisdom, your food. Your food is so important for so many things, even your mood. So that's growth, and also your psychological,
Your mindset.
yeah, the way you think and the things that you believe. Your food can actually help to make you feel happy, or it can make you feel very depressed, because a lot of the things I'm learning about the food now, all these chemicals and all these drugs that they put in the food, it really has an effect on us. So the food is very important, and writing down your goals and dreams, or at least recording them somehow. Either writing them down, because again, I've listened to a lot of what is called maybe New Thought teachers or success teachers, and they talk about writing it down or making a record, and again affirming, going over, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I believe, these are the people I believe I'm going to connect with. So food, affirmations, and a mentor. Yeah, finding good mentors that have good ethics, that have a good heart.
Authenticity, truth, and connection.
What do you wish to tell to the younger version of you?
I was always very wise. So that didn't happen.
You and
No, I think one of the things I probably would have liked to have done rather than have told myself is just if I discovered a little bit more things around ways to calm your mind, and that is whichever way is good for you. I mean, in my case, I'm thinking of particular ways of meditating, but just ways of calming yourself down every now and again. I think it's really good to build in those breaks within your life early on. You can keep living however you end up, wanting to go. But if I'd known that, I probably wouldn't have ended up so many times going in a whirlwind of, things I absolutely love. But then ending up years later, sort of thinking, oh, I wish I'd spent a bit more time doing something else. I think if you just have those regular kind of breaks, either meditate or cut off, or whichever way you want to find that inner voice, then have that, and it kind of gives you a bit more of a guidance as to where you should go and how good you feel about it.
so listen to yourself.
Yeah, of course you should always listen to yourself, but particularly you have to kind of put it in, like organize it in a practical sense.
Yeah.
You might get nothing from it one time, you might get something from it the next time, but you make sure you don't miss out on what you could be saying to yourself. It's quite easy to get distracted and fun.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah, well, there are so many people that I have found through, media and what have you, who are into this thing called the secret of success and the science of success and modeling, finding someone already doing what you would like to do and get them to help you so you can duplicate and emulate. These are the type of things I would like to tell my younger self, and to find the people that I wanted to be like and hang with them. Because what I found out is your peer group also have a very strong effect on your behavior, on your outcomes, on your goals, on your dreams, and all these type of things. I would say to my younger self, go and find the people that are doing the things that you would like to do, and make a connection, and just continue to grow. And also tell myself, although this seems like the world as far as you can go right now, there's more. There's more, because when you're younger, you think, when different things happen, you think, that's the end, that's it, that's all. But there's so much more. When you're young, your eyes are not always open. You have a very narrow view. And I would pass on the information. The world is much more. There's so much more to explore, so much more to enjoy, and so much more to do, Yeah.
Hold on, it doesn't take long anymore.
That's beautiful. If you had a megaphone and you could talk to the whole wide world, what would you want the world to know?
I would say explore the world. Explore the world. I would hope that people are around those that would inspire them to explore the world, explore possibilities, and if people could come to the realization, if it's been achieved by other people, you can also achieve it.
Yes.
You can also get close.
Yes.
Because we all have many things in common. We have so many things in common. And just to find something that you love to do, a passion, your passion can actually be your life career. You just have to find the people who are doing well with the same thing that you would like to be doing. If you can get it early, your life is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. The earlier you can get to that appreciation and get to that small wisdom, man, life every day can be incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a tough one. I wish that everyone could see their own beauty. That's it.
That's just, come on, I would need like, I would need a lot of time. I also probably wouldn't put myself in that position, I think. But if I had a megaphone and had a gun to my head and had to say something.
Why do you need the gun to your head?
I need the gun to my head because I probably think most people would rather I wasn't there shouting with a megaphone. But if I had to say something, I probably would go back to the original things. That so far for me is, try and basically focus on the important stuff. And I don't mean sort of spend your whole time, narrowly focusing on it. I just mean that if you build in the time within your week or your day to maintain the stuff that's important, so the relationships with who you care about, make sure you're having fun and get a bit of time for your mind and body. I think for me that's the driver towards positive outcome, a positive life. It's you're much less likely to get conflict of ideas and all the other things that come from being in a world with so many people. So I think we'd be focused on those things, really. Find your own way.
I would probably say something like, whatever you want to accomplish, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, someone's probably already done it. And one of the quickest ways to live your dreams and live your passions is to find those people or find that person who has accomplished what you would like to accomplish, make some kind of connection and get them to help you to become what you want to be, because it speeds up the process.
Is that what you like to do to help people to speed up the process?
Yes, I like people to be able to speed up the process and also to live and explore their dreams. And sometimes we don't really know what our dreams are. It would obviously depend upon what age you are, what place in life you are, and these things will have some effect. But at some stage you will realize, oh, these are the things I like, these are the things I prefer not to do, and you will be driven in one way or the other.
Yeah. What is something you learned from your parents that you cherish?
One thing I learned from my parents, that's a very positive question. But I think one thing I learned from my parents is to do what feels right to you and not worrying too much about what others think about it. And I don't mean that in a sort of obnoxious way. I think it's important to understand what other people feel and where they're coming from. But doing what's right for you will ultimately be rewarding. And my parents are quite a good example of that, because they built their own house and followed their passions, and it's been tough, but overall they've had no regrets.
I learned from them everything that I don't want. And this is the greatest gift, because now I know what I want, and there will be no more delays anymore.
On your desires?
No, on my way, I will go straight there. And I really learned this in an early age. And then I have learned to use it. Then I learned to unlearn it and to learn it anew again. And now I'm ready. So yes, I'm very grateful for my parents, even though it was not easy.
My family, I don't know if you consider it large or not, but there were like 4 of us, 4 boys that grew up together. And there were times when, in the early days, when I'd go to school, and obviously some people will have different things, and as a young boy you would like to have some of these different things or nice things as well. And so I'd go to my parents and ask, could I have this, could I have that? And they would give me the impression that there wasn't enough money to be able to get this for me and what have you. So therefore, I sought ways of generating money for myself to have what I wanted to have. And because of that situation where there seemed to be a shortfall in finance, I was pushed towards, you know, trying to depend upon myself or find other means to generate money, which is, I think, is a very good thing. So I would guess, I would say I could put my entrepreneurial drive and passion, I could put them as the roots, as the key to what made me this way, out of necessity, I guess.
What is your dream?
My dream is to continue to travel, to inspire, to be a motivational speaker internationally.
You're ready.
Internationally, I'd like to work with a range of age groups, so some young people, teenagers, and also adults who believe they've come to the end of their life, and just to reignite a fire inside them to let them know there's more. If you're still here, there's more. You know?
To be my true self, so that I can offer everything that was offered to me and that I have learned. And whoever wants to take it or can just take it. It's just there. Yes.
What is just there?
The things that I have learned, and what I actually hope is that one day we don't have to suffer anymore, and that we just have evolved so much that it's just natural, that it's just a natural state, like friendship and connection and truth and all those things, and like all these high ethical things, that this is just a natural way of being and not something to achieve, because actually it's just our natural state. And I hope that all that I was going through, that this will enhance a little bit the energy or minimize the suffering in the world, if this is possible.
What's my dream? Did you just make this up as you as you look to the sky?
No.
What's my dream personally? I mean, what I'd really like to be able to do is have a life filled with creating amazing events, as in amazing times for people, and to have, you know, a diversity of these kind of events. And for me, like, when I get the most buzz is the idea of kind of just creating something beautiful, and that can be in different mediums, but where you create something beautiful with people and you share it and you enjoy that experience of kind of being together and the energy that you get from those moments. I would love to have a life and to keep working at having a life just full of those kind of moments. That's kind of what if I managed to achieve that, I'd be very happy. That's a lifelong ambition.
Thank you. Do you have any final words?
Thank you.
Okay.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Yeah.
Well, take the megaphone off me. Find your own voice inside.
Thank you.
That's all right.